Welcome to the Daily Dish with Leanne Ely. This is a show about you, your life, and the vibrancy you want. Join us for daily motivation, wise women's tips, and more as we collectively gather together and move the needle in our lives, heart, mind, body, and soul. Now, here is your host, Leanne Ely, and the Daily Dish.
I was having a little song. How's everyone today for Wise Women's Wednesday? Tell me it's a good day. Tell me it's a great day. It's a great day to be wise. It's a great day for a Wednesday, and it's a great day to be a woman. And I'm excited about today's topic because we're talking all this week about redefining words. And I got a doozy for you today. It's going to be fun. Thank you so much, Catherine, for showing up, and Noreen, Nancy, Carla, Helen, Beth. So good to have you in the house. And my art girl, Catherine. Really good to have you back. We missed you, Catherine. She's our official greeter. I'm just going to say it. She greets everyone as they come in the door. I think it's pretty awesome. Hello there, Kathy. I'm glad you're here as well. And Alice in the house. Jennifer's here as well. Of course, our Amber is here. You know that. You know our Jenny's here. And Lindsay, I know, is lurking over there somewhere. Say hi to Lindsay. Jocelyn is here as well. Terry, also in the house. It's going to be a good day. So I have one thing and one thing only that I want you to do, and it's a super easy thing for you to do, is go to this website. It's savingdinner.com. Ever hear of it? /casino. You gotta get signed up, y'all. That's all. It's tomorrow. Are you kidding me? Do you know how excited I am for this? The best deals we've ever done, the most we've done, the best prizes we've ever had. I mean, it's really, everything is over the top. Plus, we're going to be dressing up. Plus, we're going to be having some fun together. The evening ones, you know what those are about. We're going to be dressing up in our finest Casino Royale duds. And we're going to be doing a thing. Marguerite, of course you're already signed up. You're my party girl. I'm so glad. Hey, Jeanette, I'm so glad you're here too. So there you go. Hey, Gracie, in the house. Anyway, that's all I have to say for you about that. You can pull up another tab. Right now I'm talking, click the little button, and bada bang, you're handled. You know, you'll get your invitation, you'll get the link, because you can't just walk in. It's invitation only. This is an exclusive event. Starts tomorrow, 1 o'clock, both days, Thursday and Friday. And then in the evenings, let it rip. That's when the party time really goes. It's going to be a blast. Hey, Mary. Kathy's already signed up. Smart woman. Doris is here. Y'all go get signed up. It's not a big deal. And you know what? We'll send out an email to everybody just saying, reminder, Casino Royale. Let's get her done. Amber, let's get on that. Okay. Let's get an email out, because I just really, honestly, for you to miss would just be heartbreaking. You will have a heartbreak over that one. I'm telling you. Maureen's in the house. Hello, Maureen. I'm glad you're here. So we have all the, and I don't want you to forget either. Maybe we'll send out a little text message. You know, we have a text message application now that we are starting to use that is just fantastic. It's giving you the best deals. It's giving you a little smile. It's fun, and we don't do it very often. Okay. All you have to do is text the word join, all in caps, to this phone number, 855-960-3720. And as a matter of fact, we might have a bonus for our people, a casino bonus. We might have one in our text. We just might. So don't miss. Hey, Denise and Lucy, it is so much fun. Woo! And I'm going to tell you what, wait till you see what we've got. Just wait till you see what we've got. I am really popping out of my skin here. And I can't, keep a secret very well. So if you don't get here tomorrow, I'm going to pop. You don't want to do that. All right. And have you noticed that I have not blown one secret? I haven't said one thing. Look at me. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get there. savingdinner.com/casino. All right. Super hot tea. Who drinks Wise Women's tea? I might suggest that you start doing that. This is from our Full Bloom from September. And it's just nice, hot Wise Women's tea. Listen, there's green tea in that. Did you know that? It's organic green tea, mold-free, by the way. There's also black tea in there and oil of bergamot. That is what gives it that Earl Grey flavor. The green tea was really important because it has substances in it that creates a burning fat situation. And I'm telling you, anything we can do, right? That's the thing we want to do. So keep drinking your tea, keep getting it. We have a whole bunch of it, both in the regular and the decaf. So go check that out if you want to. And by the way, speaking of TikTok, because Jenny's putting up the link, you can go to tiktok.com/savingdinner. That's us. We have blown out so much content. There are so many things there for you to go watch, including my goofy makeup tutorial for women over 50. You know how that is. Hey, Angie. But we also have a bunch of other stuff as well, you know, a bunch of stuff there. We have bone broth stuff there. Of course, you love the tea, Helen. I'm having tea with you, unless you're driving, of course. It is the best, Carla. You are absolutely right. And it is a special proprietary blend. It took about forever to get it done, but we have a ton of it, and I suggest you get on it. That's all. Tea. I love our tea. Anyway, so today is really our last day of regular shows, if you will, for the week. We are no longer doing Soulful Saturdays. I've explained that to you because we're creating a little more margin. I'm creating more margin in my life and in my business for some things that I really want to dedicate myself to. I love these shows. As you know, I've been doing them for over 2 years, since 2019, and we doubled down during the height of the pandemic. But that's pretty much what we're doing. And also to give you a nice, fabulous, weekend. And then we get together with a vengeance on Mondays, don't we? Deborah's here. Lisa's here. It's so good to have you here. So, hey, Della, it's been a while. Yes, it has. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for showing up. Della, you need to know all about casino. So go to savingdinner.com/casino. I'm just going to say this. I'm going to keep saying it because we got a ton of people signed up for it, but you know how it is. People have a tendency sometimes not to show up. I'm just saying, show up. Show up. You don't want to miss that. Hey, Juanita and Lisa. So we have been talking this week, however. We've been talking about things that, in my opinion, whatever that's worth, need redefining. Because we have oftentimes, have you noticed that we do this with words? We put ourselves in a little slot. We put ourselves in these little slots and we say, oh, well, that's it for life. And this is the way it's going to be. And this is our concept of the way things are supposed to be. You know what? There we go. That's a little better. It's not shining so much on my glasses. So I made a decision. I'm going to redefine a few things. And it all started with this revelation that I had on Thursday of last week about defining what easy is and defining what hard really is. Because in my opinion, and after a lot of noodling this over, meditating over it, and tons of journal writing, I had this moment of clarity that was like a thunderbolt from the heavens that made me start crying. It made me start crying because I determined that we're defining easy and hard wrong. You can go watch the show. It's from Monday of this week. And it's, in my opinion, is a needle. It's changed absolutely 100% the way my days are rolling. And it's just, I'm telling you, it's something I can't even tell you. If you haven't seen the show, please go see it and do comment on it. We read your comments, and I'd love to hear your perspective. Yesterday, what did we talk about yesterday? What was the word yesterday? I don't even remember what the word yesterday is. I'm looking at my notes. Should. Should. We talked about should and how we should on ourselves and how we use this word. And Should we banish it? Should we banish it from our vocabularies, or should we start to use it in a different way? In a way that lights us up, and in a way that isn't condemnation to other people and isn't putting somebody else in a box or to ourselves, but instead it's more a directive. I really should take out the trash because it stinks, and we're done, right? There's no weight on the word should at that point. It's no longer a shame word or a belittling word. That's why we're talking about these things in all these different ways. And today we're going to really hit a strong topic. It's a stronghold on a lot of people's lives and hearts. And that's the word perfect. You knew I was going to go there, didn't you? It's the word perfect. Let's go with what the dictionary says first and foremost. Let's do that. There's our girl Flynn and Patsy right in the door. Boom. I'm glad you're here. So here's what the dictionary says. It's having all the desired or required elements, qualities, or characteristics, or definition number 2, absolute or complete. And we have to look at the definition too as we follow our logic and the train of thought. We have to also look at the word perfectionism, don't we? If we're going to go there, I think this is an important thing. This is the definition of perfectionism, and put your seatbelts on, okay? This is going to get you. The refusal to accept any standard short of perfect. Anyone? Pinkies up if you've done this. Me too. And it just kind of took my breath away when I read that definition, because I thought, how many times have I done that? How many times have I done that to my children? How many times have I done that in my business? How many times have I done that to myself? Scary, isn't it? Beth, exactly. Here comes the pinkies. You know why, right? You know why? Because we've all done this, haven't we? We've all done this knowingly and unknowingly. For some of us, it's just a behavioral characteristic. It's part and parcel of who we are and who we've become. And you know what? It's not a happy thing. It's not a happy thing. As a matter of fact, psychologists tell us that perfectionism leads us to the place of anxiety and depression. Anxiety and depression. I don't know about you, but I don't need that in my life. I don't. And I certainly don't need perfectionism in my life, because one thing that I've learned about perfectionism is that it leaves you with a strong sense of dissatisfaction. And it leads you to a place where you feel like you can never get ahead. You can never have things your way. It doesn't work. That's the thing about perfectionism. So we're going to go there and we're going to talk about that, because, boy, the refusal to accept anything that's less than perfect, who do we think we are? I think it's time to get off our high horses. And I don't think that most people walk around in their perfectionism arrogantly saying, well, God and I've got this for you, kind of a thing. It's not like that. But in our perfectionism and in our, banting around this word perfect all the time, we leave ourselves paralyzed with fear, and we leave ourselves in the place of not getting a whole lot done. We're going to talk about that, because I think that the perfectionism can be almost disease-like. I'm not one of these who banties around the word disease and attaching it to all different kinds of things. I simply don't see that as a total truth. It's just my whole thing. But I do believe we have to take a look at it. And I do believe it is a little bit of peeking under the hood and seeing what's under there, because for a lot of us, it's really affected and clouded our vision of what could be a vibrant life. So let's unpack it, okay? So when we choose perfect, very often we're going for an ideal that is what we are beyond what we're humanly able to accomplish. I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it? And in this lifetime, we're never going to be able to manage that. I don't know if we recognize that or realize that in the midst of doing it, but we know perfect doesn't exist on this side of glory. It just simply does not. It's a myth, and it's a nutty myth, and it's perpetuated by marketing experts. It's perpetuated from perhaps overzealous parents when you were being raised, or a grandparent or some relative, even a caregiver. And it's now just wreaking havoc all over social media and causing these poor little girls all kinds of problems and issues and distraught life. There's, a matter of fact, they're showing a lot of little girls who are ending, like 13, 15, 14-year-olds, who are ending up in the place of going and seeing counselors because they're so depressed because they can't be like their favorite influencer. There's been suicide because of this very thing. It is that fraught with smoke and mirrors and just this illusion of what perfectionism is. And a 13-year-old, a 15-year-old, these young kids, they don't understand that it is all this just fakeness. They don't understand that there's filters out there and that people are just making everything look good. And then, a year later or 18 months later, you hear about this influencer's perfect life crumbling and the divorce and the kids and the this and the that. And it's just a big, big mess. And it's a big mess because perfectionism takes down the people around it, using it as a lifestyle. So we don't want that in our lives, do we? It's one thing to say perfect all the time. After all, it could be perfect to you if we're going to be using the definition of something you're doing to have a desire that has the required elements, qualities, or characteristics, right? That could be perfect in your eyes. Perfectionism then, of course, is truly different. And that's the perfectionistic tendencies that we banty around so much. And I'm going to just say this: perfectionism, point blank, robs us all blind of the very thing that we want more than anything, more than perfect. And that's a vibrant life. It robs us of that because nothing can ever measure up. So I have a little quiz here for you. How many things did I write down? Y'all, this might be something that you might see yourself in. Can I ask for a vote of confidence here and a vote of honesty? If I say one of these things and you go, oh my gosh, that's me, can you pinkies up in the comments? Huh? Shall we? You ready to go there? I got 10 things. Now, all of them may apply, one of them may apply, or whatever. It's worth looking at. That's what we do. That's what wise women do. They look at their stuff. They're not afraid of it. They simply want to look. They want to know. They want to have this vibrant life. So therefore, they're not afraid of going to maybe a dark place. You can always turn on the light. Remember that. Our light switches work in my world. Number 1, you expect perfect from everyone. Spouse, children, name that tune. The cashier, the bank, the whatever. By the way, I was on the phone with the bank today for 50 minutes before they hung up on me on hold. I don't expect perfect, but I do expect them to answer their bloody phone, right? Number 2, you procrastinate from fear of failure. So why bother? Didn't Patsy just say that? If I can't be perfect, why try? Yep, you did, Patsy. I saw it. Number 3, you use, this one's going to blow you away, y'all. Okay, now hear me on this one. Hard, okay? You use your reticular activating system in a distorted way. You look for evidence to support your inadequacies, right? By pointing out your flaws and pointing out your mistakes. Here we go. How about this one, right? Someone says to you, "Oh, you look so nice today." "Oh, I just threw my hair up. I had this cruddy sweatshirt on. I didn't do anything." You downplay that compliment. Yep, here comes the pinkies. I knew this one would get you. This one got me. And I thought, my goodness, if I'm going to use my reticular activating system like that, then I am supporting exactly the thing I don't want. Mm, Think about that one. Just think that's so good. How about this one? All or nothing thinking. Anyone? It's black, it's white, there's no gray. It's good or it's bad. And we do this quite a bit. And hear me on this one, because this is how we can unglue ourselves from this trap, right? Instead of saying, "Oh, she's so mean," say instead, "Yeah, she's mean sometimes." Because nobody is pure evil incarnate unless you're, Putin, excuse me, but there you go. I do have there's a few people, maybe, but the rest of us normal, everyday knock around folks, no. Occasionally, have you been a little mean? Maybe a little harsh or a little rough? Does that mean that's who you are? Is that how we label the other people, though? That's harsh. Harsh. Number 5, y'all. Okay, I'm putting my pinkies up because I have done this. Not with this one, not with this example, but I'm just going to hold them up. One cookie ruins your hot milk sprint or diet or whatever it is that you're doing. So you decide you're going to eat the whole bag. It's ruined anyway. Anyone? Perfectionism. Well, there's just that, crazy. And now I haven't done this with cookies, but I have done it with chocolate. An entire bar and I don't buy little bars. I buy the big ones, of course. An entire bag of something. Yeah, that's it. If you can't do it right, don't do it at all. Give me the whole damn thing. It's like a feedback to a big old horse. Number 6, you do it because insert name here, they can't do it right. Oh my gosh, that's me. Mark, did anyone have a husband who loads the dishwasher in just such a way you open it up and it just makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up? That's perfectionism. I own it, man. I'm telling you, I own that one 100% across the board. But honestly, you gotta do it right. Come on. Sorry about that. How do you like the bloop in the middle? Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. And everybody lost me. And we're back. Let's go. Let's go before it. I don't know what happened there. StreamYard would not let me back on. Whatever. So how about this one? Number 7. You can't meet your own ridiculously high standards, and either can anyone else. Is this one freaking you out? Has anyone done that? Set those kind of high standards and no one can meet you, it's never good enough. Never good enough. And number 8 is everything is good except one little thing. And guess what you focus on? Guess what you focus on? The one little thing. This is why I put myself out of customer service business early on in the game, because I could get 100 emails saying, thank you, this was the best thing ever. This is right when we started Menu Mailer up way back 21 years ago. And I was on euphoria because it was a lot of work and I was building the boat as we sailed, so to speak, or plane as we flew, whatever. One person would send me some kind of negative feedback and I would get defensive. I would get angry. I'd have tears. One person. But perfectionists focus on the one thing. Not all the rest of the stuff that's right. The one thing. I've done that before, getting dressed up to go somewhere. I remember I couldn't find I had these particular earrings for this whole outfit. It was a black tie thing, but I was distraught. I was ruined because I didn't have the stupid earrings. Can you believe that? Dumb stuff like that. Number 9, you sacrifice your own self-care to make something perfect. True story. I used to do this. I do not do it anymore, but I would stay up till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning after we moved into a house to unpack the kitchen, to get the things done, to even hang up damn stuff on the walls. Everybody's asleep, but I'm up there. I'm doing it because I want it done. I want it perfect. That's crazy. And then what happens? You just drag yourself around like you're dead for 3 days afterwards. The zombie apocalypse of moving. I can't tell you how many times I've done that. No longer. As a matter of fact, this took me the longest to move into this house, because I'm not a perfectionist anymore. I'm a recovering perfectionist for sure. But staying up to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, destroying yourself so it could be perfect when you woke up, that's nuts. That is nuts. How about this one? Number 10, you are highly critical of others and yourself, and you point out those mistakes. Ooh. We see this. We do it. Goodness gracious. We do this. We do this when we're watching television, watching the news, or watching the State of the Union last night, right? There was some of that going on. But we sit there and we go through and criticize. And it's not perfect. But that's what we do. We are able to point those mistakes out so quickly. And then on ourselves, people around us, even our dogs. Even our dogs. Mark got mad at Lincoln. He's not fixed. He's a year old. He's not fixed. And he's starting to get interested in sniffing the air and whatever, because I think, of a certain age and all of that. Just for the record, we are going to get him fixed. Just not until we really want to wait till he's 2 years old, because it's better for a large dog to be fully developed before they, it's better for their hips and all of that. Lincoln's not coming anymore like he used to. We used to say, Lincoln, come, just Johnny on the spot, run. Well, Mark gets mad at him. And he's like, I'm not playing with the dog because he blah, blah, blah. And I said, you are acting like a 4-year-old. And because he spoiled your, teddy bear or something like that. He's a dog. We can't expect perfect from a dog. fortunately, we're going to be going skiing next month for a few days, and also helping Mark's daughter Leah with a project in her new house that she just bought. And so Lincoln's going to go to a little boot camp for doggies and get his obedience training on. But we can't expect perfectionism perfect from anyone, any stranger, or even your dog. We can't expect it. We just simply can't expect it. So what do we do to stop these perfectionistic tendencies? It's one thing to say, oh, perfect, or whatever. And I think if we acknowledge perfect as exactly what I was looking for, thank you so much. I mean, I oftentimes will say, perfect, thank you, to Jenny or to Amber or Lindsay for something. And it's not that they have done things absolutely perfect, but they've done things perfectly for, using our definition, the situation that was needed. A graphic, or tomorrow's casino. Jenny's been getting everything ready. She's been knocking herself out, and it's all in a row. Let's just put it to you that way. It is all in a row. It needs to be. But perfectionism is another thing entirely. It's the difference between jet fuel and gasoline. Really, it is. So we have to know how to stop this stuff, especially if you pinkied up on half those things, And my perfectionistic tendencies, I was like, oh, everybody's leaving. Nobody wants to sit around and hang out with a screen that goes dark. What's wrong with this internet? Why can't it be perfect? I don't know what it is. So let's start with what we need to do with this. And let me see what I've got. I've got 5 things. 5 things. For the 10, this is good. Half the battle here. Number 1 is you sorry about that. You acknowledge it. Can we just say, hello, my name is Leanne and I'm a perfectionist. I hope to God I'm a recovering perfectionist, but I am a perfectionist. I own it. There are perfectionistic tendencies in my life, especially when it comes to the dishwasher, y'all. Just going to say it. When you're aware, though, you can shift your focus. And my thing is when I look at that dishwasher and I do load it up correctly. By the way, I do. But you know what I do also? I also bless Mark in my head, because John Gottman, I think it was, who said that it's when we start to disdain our partners, that's when there's a division in our relationship. I'm not going to disdain Mark. I love him. I adore that man. He is the most supportive, incredible human being on the planet. He just doesn't do a dishwasher justice. So as I do it, I'm thinking to myself, I love him. I appreciate him. Look what he just did with the garage. Look how he's doing this. Look how he takes Lincoln out for his walks and does his obedience stuff. Look how he does all these things. So for that one thing that I don't like, I concentrate, even as I am redoing the dishwasher, because I'm not going to stop myself from redoing it. It's got to be done right. That, to me, it makes up for this perfectionistic tendency. There you are. Good for you, Lisa. Number 2 is to seek to understand. Remember that in what was this Covey's book, 7 Habits of Successful People. Number 5 was to seek to understand it first, and then to be understood. This is true. And we have to look at this. Why are we doing this? What's driving that tendency? Well, I will tell you, my tendency for the dishwasher is I want the stuff to get clean, and I want to have room to put all the stuff, because in my opinion, nothing is sacred enough to not go in the dishwasher. Everything goes in the dishwasher. Our wine glasses go in the dishwasher. Everything. I don't have precious things that can't go in the dishwasher. So if we have, if stuff is just spread out willy-nilly and I can condense it down into the way that I do it, it's going to happen, y'all. It's going to happen. So that's why I do this. I seek to understand what's driving this. I want to be able to put more stuff in the dishwasher. That's what's driving it. And I want it clean. So But with other things less important, things that are much more important, I should say, things that like nagging, criticizing, and being hypercritical, and just not having a pleasant word to say about anyone because they're not living up to your perfectionistic, ridiculously high standards. You got to look at it. What is driving that? Because it's affecting your psyche, your relationships, your productivity, and it's going to cost you your health and your mental health. You know, this is so annoying, and I do apologize. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to wrap it up. All right. Number 3 is to consider the cost, right? Perfectionism messes with you. It messes with your psyche, your relationships, your productivity. There it is. Okay. And it's going to cost you your mental health. That's what we need to do, is consider the cost. Maybe we don't do that. And number 4, enough is enough. Knowing that you are enough. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Knowing that you are enough is in all of your flawed glory is enough. I told you my story about accepting myself. And then I had the platform, the foundation, and the ability to make the changes that I wanted. It was in denying that acceptance because of striving after perfectionism that I couldn't get off base number 1. This is an important thing. Yeah, you can change. You can change the things you don't want and the things that you want different. But you got to start with acceptance, and you got to start knowing that you are enough right now, right? Number 5 is to allow for failure. Good grief. I'm going to read you a quote from Michael Jordan because I think this is so important. He said this: "I've missed 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost 300 games. 26 times I was trusted to make the game-winning shot and I missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." So I have to just say this, let's define what it is to be a vibrant woman, a wise woman. Let's define that, because we're all works in progress, and not a single one of us has been given the gift of perfect. Nobody can skip this step of being a flawed human either. It's just part of who you are. It's part of who I am. It's part of how the internet operates. It's how all of it is. We're blessedly able to evolve, however, and we are thrilled that we have room to be able to do that. Having room for improvement, to be able to better oneself and to be able to go to the next level is part of being human and not just being another mammal on the planet, right? So let's put our eyes on the prize. It's vibrancy. It's not perfectionism. It's not doing everything just so. And what happens is when we do this, we start living our lives excellently. And that is what we're looking for. Excellence. Excellence, excellence, excellence. Because, ladies, remember this. We have grit and not quit. So fun. And what a pain that was with the internet. I don't know what it is, but I promise you, I'm going to have everything rebooted. Everything's going to go seamlessly tomorrow. Notice I didn't say that word, the P word. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget, get your seat today for casino. Watch for your email. We're going to send out an extra email tonight reminding you because it starts tomorrow. savingdinner.com/casino. We're going to be there. We might have a costume or two on. We might be playing some music. We might be giving away incredible prizes. Okay? You just need to be there. No prizes. You're not there, you're not going to get the prize. And we'll tell you exactly how everything rolls tomorrow. I can't wait. I hope you're excited too. Peace be with you. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching. Check back for new episodes. If you missed the live show, you can always watch the replay. You can find Saving Dinner on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Until next time, pinkies up.